Hello and welcome to the Inspiration Pop-Up on a Tuesday today, 1st of June already. Hello, Bridget to South Africa.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, better. I had a bit of bad stomach, but it's getting better. So sometimes, yeah, life stops you apparently.
And cleans you out.
Yes, yes. I didn't have this for a long time in my, I think in my childhood or stuff like that. So,
Oh,
yeah,
not nice.
yeah, not nice, but happens. I know it from traveling when you have a bad stomach and traveling. Yeah, in Kenya
Not
or South
ideal.
Africa. Yeah, I know that. But here in Germany, I never had this for a long time. Naja, you never know what you eat, how you live.
Hmm.
That's it. I'm happy that it's not the bad word with C. So it's just a normal
Yes. Oh,
virus or
whew.
whatever.
Mm. Grateful.
Yep, yep. So we are talking about self-reflection today. Why is it so important to do self-reflection? Sometimes every day as much as you can. Why is it like this? What do you think?
Well, I think, I was speaking to somebody yesterday, and they were saying that they had gone from one relationship to the next relationship to the next relationship, kind of hoping everything was going to be okay and thinking, well, that's going to make my life better. It's going to make my life better. And then they actually realized, no, I need to kind of look at within myself, like what are my triggers? What's going on for me? How am I feeling? So I think the self-reflection is important because without doing self-reflection, you can get, I know I'm guilty of it, you get very caught up with life and work and everything else, and you don't really get to know how to manage yourself as well. And you can get more emotional or more triggered by things because you're maybe not consciously aware of what those things are. So I think it's just better management. What's your take on it? What do you think?
Yeah, I also realized when I started with self development and all that you are so aware of what you want, what you feel, why are you reacting in different situations like this. So it's a much more intense feeling of yourself because before, as I never really learned it, how things get together and I don't know how body and soul is connected. I think I did a lot of things what other people said, like parents, the society, and so. And yeah, if you do this and sometimes think, okay, why do you feel like this, or what is this feeling, and not just push it away. Yeah, it's different. That's why I did also my coaching training to learn about feelings and all that. No?
Yeah, because there's so many things. There's culture, there's upbringing, there's all those sort of things that we get brought up with that become ingrained in us. And then as we get older and we create our own identity, certain things that don't serve us, and we don't want to carry those things through. But it's not that easy just to suddenly become somebody else or something else, even if something doesn't serve us. So I think by self-reflecting, you get a better understanding of yourself, what motivates you, what triggers you. I mean, we do exercises around self-reflection and very specific exercises depending on what the person's challenge is.
Mm.
And it's taking that time every single day just to reflect on, an example would be how many people talk badly to themselves about themselves. They'll say things like, oh, you're so silly. I can't believe you did that again. What's wrong with you? Why do you keep making mistakes? Or why do you, whatever, they just rant to themselves about it, which they know is not good, but they're doing it all the time. So that self-reflection helps you become more aware that that's not really not good for you. But you have to become aware in order to then change it, right?
Right, right. And it's in every part of your life you can do it. Nah? Even if it's like being more conscious about the environment, being more conscious about your health, your body, your feelings. Yeah. So
Mm.
it's always good to do it. For you always say 21 days, then it makes a difference. Nah? Like
Yeah.
also for meditation, that you feel an effect. Yeah. So this is so important as well. I can just share a little story of a coaching this morning. There was a guy
Mm.
who wanted to have joy, or just felt joy as well, but he always had the feeling there's also a guilt that when he wants to have this big joy, that he feels guilty that as he didn't allow himself to have pure joy. Yeah, and then he realized as well that like all the feelings the little guy had in former times was not allowed to feel these like guilt, shame, anger, uh, whatever. Yeah, and so he put it somewhere, and it stays in your life. And then this is always in the coachings that you have then sometimes an image of or a picture of what these parts of yourself reflect, no? And then get like little stones, and I realize, oh, when I take these little stones with me, like as a, how do you say, like yeah, for bringing luck, or so you have it always in your pocket, no? Then you feel the feeling so much bigger or so much more intense. So then when you realize there's joy, and on the other side there's, I don't know, shame, guilt, anger, and then you feel
Yeah.
both in its deepness, the feeling, also the good feelings, get much better quality.
And also,
You
if
know,
you
this
don't
is also
take things on as they happen and you work with them as they happen, it's like you and I were saying earlier, it builds up and builds up and builds up. And then suddenly, if there's a breakdown or there's a burnout or there's just something massive happens because you haven't actually dealt with things as they've come up. So by doing the self-reflection, you're able to manage yourself better and become more aware of the things that are not making you happy in whatever area of your life.
all right. Yeah. And this is the thing. That's why we love to be coaches, and that's
Yeah.
why we loving our work in every part, even if it's reflection and really bringing your mind or your body to structure, or also feeling the feelings that are there. And that's why we love to yeah, to be with people who need this help and who love to develop themselves and to really get
Yeah.
the feeling of their self much more intense. And that's where we are happy if you contact us, and
Hmm.
then we're starting together.
Absolutely.
Have a wonderful week.
Thank you. You
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye.